Hey everyone, I'm Zach Merrick. Welcome to our journey of mastering backend development and the importance of understanding it. As far I know, in this digital age, where web and software applications have become integral to our daily lives, backend development plays a pivotal role, and we will outline a comprehensive roadmap for beginners to become a successful backend developer. Starting from scratch, we will cover all the necessary skills, tools, and concepts required to kickstart your career in backend development. Whether you have no coding experience or want to transition from front-end to back-end development, you're in the right place. Join us on this journey of learning and growth. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Before going to start our journey, first 30 minutes has more information to know, so do not skip the part and let's begin the video. And let's look at our roadmap as to become back-end developer as beginner. First, we will talk about what is back-end developer, how it is important to understand, and why they should be very cautious while developing an application. Back-end development serves as the foundation upon which the entire application stands, quietly handling the critical tasks behind the scenes. What it means is that it involves managing databases, implementing business logic, and ensuring seamless data flow between the front-end and the back-end. Without a strong back-end, applications can become vulnerable to security threats, suffer from poor performance, and fail to deliver the desired user experience. Scalability and performance are paramount in today's fast-paced digital landscape. Back-end developers are the architects behind systems that handle millions of requests, balancing loads and ensuring uninterrupted service. Collaboration is at the heart of back-end development. Back-end developers work hand in hand with front-end developers, UI/UX designers, and other team members to bring a cohesive and captivating user experience to life. By deeply understanding the needs of the end users and collaborating effectively, back-end developers create the backbone that supports the beautiful and intuitive interfaces we interact with. Back-end developers wield the power to design optimized database structures, construct efficient queries, and safeguard data privacy and security. As a beginner, some tools and techniques are essential to learn as to be good proficient in order to become a back-end developer. Let's start looking what are they and how those are important to learn. Firstly, we'll start with Internet. It is essential to know how does it works, what is HTTP, DNS, domains, and hosting. Next, we have to learn a programming language, so start by picking a programming language that is widely used for back-end development. Most popular programming languages like Python, JavaScript, Ruby, Java, and C#. Third skill to learn is about version control systems and hosting services like Git, GitLab, GitHub. Fourth is general knowledge on operating system, as I am saying this because it plays a crucial role in back-end developer, and to know how to use terminal usage, what are basic terminal commands and some other POSIX basics, and so on. We'll cover all of this topic briefly and further in these videos. Fifth is OS knowledge, like knowing how OS works in general, input-output management, threads and concurrency, and some other concepts. Sixth is relation databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, MS SQL, Oracle. And along with relation databases, finally we have to learn NoSQL databases such as DocumentDB, time series, real-time user, ColumnDB, key value, GraphDB, and so on. Now, we have known the roadmap to become a back-end developer as a beginner. Now let's look at each topic that we are seeing in roadmap. We'll try to make you understand in better manner one by one, so you can be better understand and will gain some knowledge on them. Alright, let's start with Internet. Firstly, in order to become a better back-end developer, we have to know about Internet. That means, it is important to keep in mind that while developing an application we have to make sure that application is more secure and reliability to users and away from hackers. Internet. So, what is Internet? I know, nowadays peoples are surfing more Internet than before, but it's important to know in depth about Internet, and let's talk like techie guy. Well, as I know, it is a global network of interconnected computers and devices that communicate with each other using standardized protocols. It enables the exchange of information and data across vast distances, connecting individuals, organizations, and resources worldwide. How does the Internet works? In backend development, Internet plays a crucial role as it enables the communication between the client-side, front-end, and server-side, back-end, components of an application. The Internet works through a decentralized network of computers called routers. When you send a request or data over the Internet, it gets divided into small packets that travel through various routers across the network. These routers determine the most efficient path for the packets to reach their destination. Once the packets reach their destination, they are reassembled into the original request or data. What is HTTP? HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a protocol used for communication between a client and a server over the Internet. HTTP defines a set of rules for how requests and responses should be formatted and transmitted. It is the foundation of web communication and enables the retrieval of resources, such as web pages, images, and documents. Next, we have to learn that. What are browsers and how do they work? Browsers interpret and display web content, such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, received from web servers. It works on sending HTTP requests to servers, receive and render the responses, and present the web pages to users. What is DNS and how does it work? DNS stands for Domain Name System. It is a decentralized naming system that translates domain names, such as www.example.com, into IP addresses, such as 192.0.2.1, that computers use to identify each other on the Internet. When you enter a domain name in a browser, the browser sends a DNS request to a DNS server. The DNS server then looks up the IP address associated with that domain name and returns it to the browser. This allows the browser to establish a connection with the correct web server. Next thing, we are talking about hosting, which refers to the process of storing and serving website files and data on a server connected to the Internet. A hosting service provider offers server space and resources for individuals or organizations to make their websites accessible on the Internet. Different types of hosting services are available, including shared hosting, virtual private servers, VPS, dedicated servers, and cloud hosting. Hosting allows websites and web applications to be accessible to users worldwide. Understanding these concepts is important for backend developers as they work with the underlying infrastructure and protocols to build and deliver web applications. Backend developers need to have a solid understanding of the Internet, HTTP, DNS, and hosting to develop efficient and secure systems that communicate effectively with clients, that is, browsers, and provide reliable services to users. In the second step of backend developer is to learn a programming language. A programming language is a formal language used to write computer programs. It provides a set of rules and syntax for expressing algorithms and instructions that can be executed by a computer. Programming languages serve as a means of communication between humans and computers, allowing developers to write code that the computer can understand and execute. Programming languages can be classified into different types, including high-level languages, low-level languages, and scripting languages. Each programming language has its own syntax, rules, and features that define how code is written and interpreted or compiled. Developers choose programming languages based on factors such as the requirements of the project, their familiarity and expertise, community support, performance considerations, and available libraries and frameworks. Overall, programming languages form the foundation for software development, allowing backend developers to create applications and systems that can transform and interact with data, solve complex problems, and provide valuable services to users. The choice of programming language for backend development depends on various factors. That includes personal preference, project requirements, ecosystem, community support, and scalability. But here are some popular languages commonly used for backend development. That we have Python, JavaScript, Ruby, PHP, Golang, Java, and C#. As a beginner, if you're starting now to learn some coding, I would prefer you to start with Python as it is easy to understand, easy syntax, and more reliable to go with flow. It's essential to consider the pros and cons of each language and choose the one that aligns best with your needs and goals. We have playlist on Python for absolute beginner. Please check out. I'll leave link in description. Next step, we have VCS, that stand for version control system, which are essential for effective collaboration, tracking changes of your code, and managing code in backend development. There are several popular VCS available, but two widely used systems for backend development are Git and Subversion, SVN, and it's important to note that the choice of version control system ultimately depends on your project requirements, team preferences, and existing infrastructure. Both Git and SVN have their strengths and weaknesses, so it's worth evaluating your specific needs before making a decision. Git is one of the most popular and widely adopted version control systems. It is a distributed VCS that provides excellent support for branching, merging, and managing code repositories. Git offers fast performance, has a vast user community, and integrates well with various development tools and platforms. It is particularly suitable for distributed teams, open-source projects, and projects with a high degree of parallel development. We have whole video, I'll leave link in the description. Please check it out. And whereas Subversion is a centralized VCS that offers a more traditional approach to version control, it focuses on file-based versioning and is often used in environments where centralized control and access control are important. However, it is worth noting that SVN has seen a decline in popularity in recent years due to the widespread adoption of Git. On the other hand, along with Git and SVN, we have repository hosting services, also known as code hosting platforms or code repositories, which are web-based platforms that provide a centralized location for storing, managing, and collaborating on code repositories. These services offer a variety of features and tools that simplify version control, code collaboration, and project management. Here are some popular repository hosting services. Firstly, we have GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. Let's talk each of them now to get better understand. GitHub is one of the most well-known and widely used code hosting platforms. Big tech companies are using much nowadays because it supports and provides a wide range of features for collaborative software development. This offers functionalities like code review, issue tracking, pull requests, project boards, and extensive integration options with various development tools. GitLab. GitLab is another popular code hosting platform that supports both Git and Subversion, SVN. It provides a complete DevOps platform with integrated features for version control, continuous integration, continuous deployment, container registry, project management, and more. GitLab offers both cloud-based and self-hosted options. Bitbucket, owned by Atlassian, offers support for both Git and Mercurial as version control systems. It provides a comprehensive set of features for code hosting, including pull requests, issue tracking, pipelines for CI/CD, and project management capabilities. Bitbucket integrates well with other Atlassian tools such as Jira and Confluence. These repository hosting services simplify collaboration, enable version control, and offer project management features to streamline the software development process. They provide web-based interfaces, access control mechanisms, and facilitate code review, issue tracking, and integration with other development tools. The choice of a repository hosting service depends on factors like the version control system you prefer, the features you require, and any specific integrations or preferences your team may have. In fourth step, we learn about general knowledge of terminal usage and commands. As I said, terminal usage, it is important to know basics of terminal usage, and if you're asking me, is it important to learn? I would say yes, it is important for back-end development. So, what is terminal? The terminal, also known as the command line interface, CLI, is a powerful tool for interacting with your operating system and executing various commands. Here are some reasons why terminal usage is important for back-end developers. First, efficiency. The terminal allows you to perform tasks quickly and efficiently through text-based commands. Second, automation and scripting. The terminal is well suited for automating repetitive tasks and scripting. Third, server management. Back-end developers often work with servers and cloud environments. Fourth, development tools. Many development tools and frameworks provide command line interfaces or utilities that are best accessed through the terminal. Fifth, debugging and troubleshooting. The terminal provides a way to view logs, execute debugging commands, and troubleshoot issues effectively. Sixth, collaboration. Version control systems, such as Git, are commonly accessed through the terminal. While not all backend development tasks require the terminal, its usage can greatly enhance your productivity and give you more control over your development environment. It is worth investing time to familiarize yourself with basic terminal commands, file navigation, and scripting techniques to leverage the power of the command line in your backend development workflow. While POSIX are other commands to learn along with terminal usage. As POSIX stands for Portable Operating System Interface. It is a set of standards that define the interface between an operating system and application programs. It aims to ensure compatibility and portability across different Unix-like operating systems. As a backend developer, having a basic understanding of POSIX can be beneficial. Here are some key POSIX basics that can be relevant for backend development. Standard input, STIN. Standard output, STOUT. Standard error, STIR. Pipes, IPC, which means inter-process communication. We'll cover about POSIX commands basic briefly in future videos. Next is fifth step. It is better to know the basics on how OS works in general. OS basically works on kernel and system calls. Where, kernel is the core component of an operating system that provides essential services and manages hardware resources. Understanding the role of the kernel and its interaction with applications is crucial for back-end developers. On the other side, we have system calls, which are interfaces provided by the operating system for applications to request services from the kernel. Familiarity with common system calls and their usage is important for interacting with the operating system and accessing its functionalities. Therefore, we have some common things in order to know about OS, and they are: 1. Threads and concurrency. 2. Process management. 3. Memory management. 4. Inter-process communication, IPC. 5. I/O management. 6. Basic networking concepts. Having a solid foundation in these areas of operating system knowledge empowers backend developers to design and build robust, efficient, and scalable applications that leverage the underlying infrastructure effectively. It enables them to optimize resource usage, handle concurrency, manage memory efficiently, and develop networked systems. In the next step of our roadmap is to know about relation databases. Now, let's briefly touch on some popular relational database management systems that are required to learn as a beginner. It is commonly used, and that plays a vital role in backend development as they provide a structured and efficient way to store, manage, and retrieve data. We have 4 common databases to learn, but you can pick one from them. First, we have MySQL. Second, PostgreSQL. Next, we have MariaDB, MS SQL. Finally, we have Oracle. Certainly. Here's additional content on relational databases. Let's dive deeper into the world of relational databases and explore their key concepts and features. 1. Tables and relationships. 2. Primary keys and foreign keys. 3. Querying with SQL. 4. Data modeling and normalization. 5. Indexing and query optimization. 6. ACID properties. By leveraging the power of relational databases, you can create scalable, efficient, and reliable backend systems that effectively handle data and provide seamless user experiences. Backend developers need to have a good understanding of the chosen RDBMS, its query language, data modeling, and optimization techniques to efficiently design, develop, and maintain database-driven backend systems. And final step in our backend development roadmap is to learn about NoSQL databases. With relation databases, it is crucial to know about NoSQL databases. NoSQL databases have gained popularity in recent years due to their ability to handle large volumes of unstructured or semi-structured data and provide flexible data modeling options. As a backend developer, understanding NoSQL databases is important for various reasons. Now, let's briefly touch on some popular NoSQL database types and examples. Document databases. These databases are like MongoDB and CouchDB, which store and retrieve data in flexible, self-describing documents, typically in JSON or BSON formats. They are suitable for applications with variable data structures and evolving schemas. Second, time series databases. Time series databases are like InfluxDB and TimescaleDB, which are optimized for handling timestamped data, such as sensor readings or log data. They provide efficient storage and retrieval of time series data, as well as specialized time-based querying capabilities. Next, real-time databases. These are like Firebase and RethinkDB, enable real-time synchronization and data updates across distributed clients. They are commonly used for building collaborative and reactive applications. Fourth, we have columnar databases. This work like Cassandra and HBase store data in columns rather than rows, enabling efficient storage and retrieval of large datasets. They are suitable for applications that require high write and read throughput. Next is on key value, which stores like Redis and DynamoDB store data as simple key value pairs. They are known for their high-speed data access, caching capabilities, and support for distributed data storage. Finally, we got graph databases, acts like Neo4j store and retrieve data in the form of nodes and relationships, making them suitable for applications that heavily rely on graph-based data structures. They excel in handling complex relationships and performing graph traversal queries. The choice of NoSQL database depends on factors like data requirements, scalability needs, data access patterns, and the nature of the application. As a backend developer, having a solid understanding of NoSQL database concepts and their specific use cases will enable you to choose the right database for your project and leverage its capabilities effectively in your current project. Finally, conclusion, we have embarked on an exploration of backend development as beginner, unraveling its essential concepts and career growth opportunities. Throughout this journey, we have gained an understanding of the vital role that backend development plays in web applications. For those of you who are just starting out on your journey as entry-level backend developers, this knowledge is invaluable in shaping your understanding and skills. Backend development forms the foundation of web applications, where data management, server operations, and business logic come together. By understanding the intricacies of backend development, you are equipped to handle data effectively, ensure smooth server-side functionality, and contribute to the seamless user experiences that make websites and applications successful. Throughout our discussion, it is crucial to work closely with front-end developers, designers, and other team members to create cohesive and user-centric applications. We have also delved into the world of databases, understanding how they store, organize, and retrieve data. The knowledge of databases, such as relational databases and NoSQL databases, enables you to design efficient data models and execute powerful queries to meet the requirements of your applications. In addition, by gaining proficiency in these languages and frameworks, you can contribute to the development of robust and scalable backend systems. Throughout your journey as an entry-level backend developer, continuous learning and growth are key. Stay curious, explore new technologies, and be open to acquiring new skills. Embrace opportunities to expand your knowledge in areas such as security, performance optimization, and emerging trends in backend development. As you progress in your career, remember that mentorship and collaboration can accelerate your growth. Seek guidance from experienced developers, participate in coding communities, and actively engage in open-source projects to enhance your skills and gain real-world experience. Well, that's a wrap on our beginner's roadmap to becoming a backend developer. I hope this video has provided you with a clear path to kickstart your journey. Remember, becoming a backend developer takes time and practice, but with dedication and the right resources, you can achieve your goals. So, what are you waiting for? Start learning, building, and code your way to a successful career in backend development. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more exciting content. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts and any additional topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, happy coding and see you in the next video.